PSLE is coming. Can you solve this 2022 PSLE math question? By the end of this video, I'm going to share how difficult this question is. So the question goes, ABCD is a parallelogram, ACE is an equilateral triangle, and DC is equal to DE. Find angle EAB. So in this case over here, angle EAB is equal to this angle BAD, which is in blue, plus 30 degrees. Pretty straightforward. So let's get started with the first angle, angle BAD. So for angle BAD, which shape do you think it's part of? So if you were to guess the parallelogram ABCD, then you're right. So since adjacent angles adds to 180 degrees, that means angle BAD is 180 minus ADC, which is in purple over here. So now angle ADC. How do you find angle ADC? So angle ADC is actually part of this triangle over here inside the parallelogram. So angle ADC is basically equal to 180 minus one angle, which is CAD in orange, and the other angle ACD, which is in green. So now we know these two angles that we need to find. The next thing is we need to find how much this angle ACD or CAD is first. So angle CAD is actually inside this equilateral triangle. So angle CAD will then be equal to 60, which is this angle over here, minus 30, and this will give us 30 degrees. So now we know angle CAD. The next thing is we want to find angle ACD. So the green angle, how do you think we can find this angle? So this angle ACD is actually equal to, since ACE is inside the equilateral triangle, ACD is inside an equilateral triangle, that means 60 degrees minus this angle DCE, which is in reddish pink, right? So angle DCE will then be inside what kind of triangle? So since in the question it says DC is equal to DE, then that means this whole triangle is an isosceles triangle. So therefore, we can actually get angle DCE since one of the angle is 138. So that means angle DCE is 180 minus 138 divided by 2, and this will give us 21 degrees. Then from here, ACE is an equilateral triangle. Therefore, we can get angle ACD, which is 39 degrees. Since we know ACD is 39 degrees, then we can get ADC, which is 111 degrees. Since we know the purple angle is 111 and ABCD is a parallelogram, that means angle BAD is 69 degrees. Therefore, angle EAB will then be 69 plus 30 degrees, which is 99 degrees. Therefore, this difficulty for this question, I would say, is 3 plus because it's a little bit harder on the question, but it's not super hard.